So welcome to welcome to my hello. So welcome. Hi, I'm Katharina Michio, and I want to welcome you. Hi, I'm Katharina Michio, and I want to welcome you all to the Venus Italian International Film Festival with my new online magazine as well, which is the Indie Film Online magazine, indiefilmonline.com. And I'm very excited to start this magazine for filmmakers and to help them promote their work. And with us today, we're going to have Deborah Markowitz and John Marine. And we have also and we have Diana, and we have Diana Durango, and who plays Jem, and Jim Pravasalis, who plays Jim. And I'm very excited to get them on. So let's join them. Let's bring them on. Hi, Deborah. Hi, Deborah.
Hi, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
Okay, I think Jimmy and Diana are in the waiting room also.
Yes. We have Deborah Markowitz, who is the producer, writer, director of the film. Yes. And we're bringing on Diana Durango. Hi, Diana.
Let me make mine.
Hi.
Put my sound up higher.
And where is Jim? Where'd he go? Jim's gone. Okay, maybe he'll come back. So we have Jem and the photo op.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I love this film. It's I hear that it was John's original concept.
Yeah, John.
Coming on, or
Hey, John, you coming in? I love this.
I want to know if this is something that you really think of, that people are hiding cameras around the house.
Yeah, he just had this idea, and he was telling me about it, and it started getting a little bigger and a little bigger, and so I wrote it out for him. And Diana's a friend. She was in my third movie, and we said, I asked if she was interested, and she came in. And Jimmy Pravasalis, who I know is trying to get in.
Yeah, I saw his name there. I was just about to hit it, and then it disappeared. So hopefully he'll be back.
You want to come in? It was your idea, so you should be on this. He's high. He's being shy.
Don't be shy. We don't bite, John.
He wouldn't mind.
Okay. Oh, if we bit?
There he is. Yeah, so it was his idea.
Hi.
And
we see you today. You're in the light.
I can fix that.
I know, I'm sure.
Yeah. But it was fun. It was, if you think about it, really, we had no privacy anymore. Everything that we do.
Exactly.
And so this is kind of just what happens if it goes a little bit awry.
A little bit awry with an influencer as well, right? Oh, look at him. Hi, Jim. Cowboy.
Oh,
Howdy.
I said buongiorno. Don't you speak Italian, girl?
Oh, buongiorno. And I'm saying howdy to you with the cowboy hat.
Fordham does. I
All right.
dress up. I don't put pants on though. Let's
No
see, look at
pants?
these. Who's the pretty?
All right. Well, we'll just imagine.
What
We're
you
having a
laughing at?
problem. We're having a little problem with
Ew.
audio right now, but hopefully
Oh.
that'll come back. So so John, I want to know like what was going on? How did you come up with this idea for this film?
Well, I have a rather disturbed mind.
Okay.
Um, I, oh dear. I was paying attention to social media, to Facebook and so on and so forth, and people don't understand the fact that anything that ever goes online is there forever. It never goes away, even if you erase it. It's stuck somewhere. And there were various posts that Debbie commented on the fact that somebody wrote something on her page and she has no idea who it is. Not one of her friends, it's a friend of a so on. And she has no idea who this person is who suddenly came in and derailed things and made comments about so on and so forth, and she had to block them. And I'm thinking, and
you're lucky that you caught that.
yeah, and seeing
Stay
people
there and you don't even know it.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you see people who are on camera and they don't get it, or they've turned the camera on and they shouldn't have. Then there's the whole thing about the cameras on your computer, on the monitors. If you're not paying attention, you don't know if they're on or not. Things like that.
Yeah.
And I taught Cisco, security, internet systems, A+ computer repair, and all the rest of that stuff.
Okay.
So I actually understand how computers and the internet actually works, including things that people aren't supposed to know about, deep web stuff and all kinds of things.
Oh, Jimmy knows about all that.
Yeah, well, Jimmy's a special case.
A little piece of tape
and-
that goes over my little dot on top, just in case.
And I remember specifically when I was taking Cisco training, they invited us down to one of the ISPs, the internet service providers. And as we're walking through one of the control rooms, the guy says, "Oh, you want to listen to phone calls?" He hits a button. You started hearing phone calls. You could hear the phone calls.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
All right, that's scary.
Because after 9/11, the NSA is required by law to track all electronic communications.
Oh.
They don't listen to it. Computers listen to it. They're listening for code words. So if you go online and you start to research bomb making materials, you'll probably come to someo's notice.
You just ruined the show, John.
Yeah, well, I'm just telling you where this all came from. But it suddenly, I remembered the fact that everybody is being watched all the time, whether you know it or not. You're being tracked by your phone, so on, so on. And this just kind of suddenly gelled one day as to what happens if you're not paying attention. You just move into a new place and there are cameras.
Yeah. I mean, this is much lighter. It doesn't go into all the depth of it, but that's how his brain works.
No, my original thought was a lot darker than what we ended up with.
Twists at the end. So it's interesting. The second time I watched it, I got more out of it as well. Jim, how are you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't showered.
James Palace. Did I say it correctly?
About infringement on my privacy.
Am I? Yes. Don't say any of those code words.
Okay, listen, I'm talking over here. Pay attention. I got important things. How much does the NSA actually watch? And should I be covering my camera? And am I now a porn star?
That all depends. A porn star?
Depends how agile you are.
No, all electronic
Were you alone
communication
or with someone?
is being tracked.
I'm all alone.
Okay.
Threesome.
How are we all faring in this in
Look at
this pandemic time.
I haven't noticed.
Oh, no, no, it's weird, you know, we sit it at the computer and write and do all these things, right? So it hasn't really changed.
I can't hear you. Are you on mute?
Me?
No,
Oh,
Diana.
Diana.
Oh,
She's going to do sign language now.
Diana,
She
you
was-
want to put it on the screen? And you look like the guy next to the, you know, the governor. Right?
watch a Charlie Chaplin film. Chaplin was
Hold up signs.
I'll have
Hold up signs.
the subtitles on the bottom.
for the interview.
Yes. They'll be a little bit off. Jim, I wanted to ask you, was it easy to play this character?
Yes.
Yeah. And I also heard that there was a little bit of improv going on it too. Is that true?
Much to Debbie's chagrin. Yeah, we improvised. Debbie was really cool, and she's really like open. With Diana, tap once for yes, twice for no.
You really have no audio? There's no audio?
Give me your pants. No.
What?
Dated?
She's
Poor thing.
out,
Look-
I think. That's okay.
She's trying to pull us up on her computer so we can hear her. I think that's
Said
what's
beauty-
happening.
Okay, that's all right.
Um,
Is there anything that I could do?
This was classic Jimmy, I think.
How
We
about
just
if
let Jimmy roll with it.
How about if we play the trailer?
Oh,
Okay.
And once then Diana, I'll go.
Okay.
Let's play the trailer of Jem and the photo op. So I'm gonna play the trailer there, but
Okay.
I'm just gonna cut there. Jim, I for some reason your sound is like going in and out. I don't know why. You have bad connection.
poor. I don't have good connections.
You, this is just the story of your life. Diana, how you doing there?
She's
Who you
asking for a
talking-
piece of paper.
Is she trying to get in?
I don't know. Or-
Well, put the trailer on, and then we'll see if Diana can get in. How about that?
Wait a minute.
He's going to go out and come back in again.
Okay.
Who muted me? Don't mute me.
No, I meant to unmute her if she was muted.
All
I
right.
didn't- Oh, paranoia, big destroyer.
Well, she's going to come back in.
So that okay. Oh, she's gonna come
Give
back.
me a question. And then
Okay, good.
I'm trying to
All right, yeah.
Yeah, there's a bunch of improv. Diana was great to work with in that respect. She responded very well. She was in the moment. Deb's awesome. She wants that, I think. I don't know if she didn't say anything.
Did
Yeah,
you
that's
and
good.
Diana know each other before?
We had a phone reading,
Oh, okay.
and that was about it. I met Diana shortly at the Long Island International Film Festival before we filmed. She yelled at me because that's our relationship now, and that was our intimacy. And then we just hit right in the. But that that's
Perfect. So you played off that.
yeah, that's normal this day and age when everyone's making films. So a lot of times you do one reading maybe if a rehearsal and you're filming. It's a luxury to rehearse these days.
I like
It's a
the contrast of the two characters. She was more of like the submissive, and you were more of
The a-hole.
the-
Go ahead, say.
I was gonna say that, but you said it first.
I know. I make it easier for you.
Thank you.
I'm here to help.
That why it was so easy for you to no, I'm kidding.
Certain things just
The
Just come-
character was inspired by Jimmy.
You started it, Jim. So is there anything that you came away with this part?
I'm a much kinder, gentler person. I've I've realized the error of my ways. I'm now a Buddhist monk.
Hey, that's good. And
Yeah.
you won't be doing, you won't be mean to your future wives.
I'm very mean to people. It's just that I don't eat any animal products, and I praise Buddha. Turns out Buddha, Buddhists are
Yeah,
assholes
she's
too,
coming
so it
back.
works out great.
Yeah, she doesn't.
Oh,
Diane's
everybody, hi.
coming back, but she doesn't have a video on. Let me see if I can. Oh, I can't do
So
it.
she has to turn her camera on.
Yeah, she has to turn her camera on.
Can we hear you?
So, Jim, what do you have coming on? What do you have coming up besides this?
No sound.
I'm going to take a shower tomorrow.
Okay,
Almost.
good.
Again?
What's the matter, Diana? You can't talk. This has got to be her living hell that she can't talk.
There we go. Can you guys hear me now?
Yay!
Can you hear me now?
We can hear you.
Hear you, see you. You're gorgeous.
You,
Yeah, my brother goes, don't make fun of deaf people. I'm like, I'm not. Oh my God. Oh my God. Please, I'm so sorry. Yeah.
who's it?
Well, we're glad that you're here.
Thank
And
you.
so you play Jem
I did.
in this film, and the submissive wife of Jim, who plays Jim, and it was a very interesting part.
Indeed.
It was, huh?
I said, indeed, indeed.
Yeah.
She's caught up in herself, and there are pieces of me, I think, that are in that, or pieces of me that were in the past and also now. Like, we're so addicted to social media. It's become a part of us, especially looking at COVID right now. It's a way that we cope. It's a way that people think that that's our reality, and it's not. And people are like, "Oh, you're so glamorous," and I'm like, "Really? Please, no." So yeah, it's weird. It's really weird. Sorry.
It's a strange time for sure. And do you have anything? Let me ask you. So, it was this
Social
was
distancing.
related to this part. You kind of saw yourself a little bit in it.
And I'm not going to lie to you, I'll be very vulnerable, and I think Debbie and John have seen this. There have been moments where society, and including myself, women get insecure. So we want to portray ourselves to be a certain way, or do a certain thing, or just say, look, everything's fine, and everything's, not fine. And we get addicted to that social media aspect of things. But then what happens if it consumes you? What happens if you put too much out there? What if somebody starts to look for what your door looks like or what your car looks like, and they just push that limit a little too far, right? And I think with Jimmy's character, it was ruining his relationship with his wife. He couldn't get through unless he was on the other side of a screen. So that's another thing that is occurring out there. But yeah, it's social media is a means, I must say, that in the past I've used to use as a self-defense mechanism. And it's something that people do, and it's scary. It's really, really scary. So yeah.
Yeah.
I agree, because what I want to say on the back of that is that this anonymity of it, where all of a sudden I call it keyboard balls. Everybody can get, like, the things you would never say to someone's face in public. Now all of a sudden you see, and I'm a 5-year-old. I just started building an electric slot car race set in my bedroom because I had to do something other than staying on Facebook all day, because I was getting into stupid argument. I actually had an argument with some idiot about which generation ate the Tide Pods. And it wasn't the get yourself an education. That's your level of education. What do you?
Is there a slap emoji?
They have the hug one now, right? It's like, oh, I love you.
Yeah. Now we need a slap. A slap. Boosh.
Thing. Yeah. This is what I want to say. Tertiary information is being sold as primary fact. People don't understand that the first part of information, your first part of experience is, do I experience this? Is it happening to me? Secondary is it happening to someone I can physically talk to or know? And then tertiary comes from, third party, like the media and stuff like that. And it's been flipped over where people are being taught to believe that what they read on a screen is absolute fact. I had an argument with someone saying, the COVID, for instance, it lasts up to 6 hours in the air. I said, did you have a science class? Solids, liquids, and gases. If it's on a piece of, tiny bit of liquid, like it's on air droplets, it's not aerosol, it's not lighter than air. But the fact that they read it somewhere or they heard it somewhere, that they are now considering the law. And so I think all bets are off in terms of people's belief systems and intelligence. It's kind of like the Wild West of information. And what Debbie wrote and John created is that kind of thing, the ultimate fear factor of like an anonymous, innocuous entity controlling you. And this, we did in a microcosm in a short film, but it's really all of us. It's all of us. As much as you hate Facebook, you're on it. As much as I'd love to slap Zuckerberg right across the teeth, the guy's got me. I mean, I can't, I want to get off Facebook, but then I'm like, I got friends on there. It's so, I think that's what this film is, a microcosm of that.
I just had a recent experience where I broke up with somebody, but his stepmother, we were on a break or whatever, and the stepmother just started going onto my Facebook and started liking everything and commenting on everything. And then I just wouldn't comment. And she sent me a text message saying, I'm watching you. I'm watching you.
Oh my God.
And then I took her off of Facebook because that's cyber stalking. And I'm just like, she goes, but I don't understand why you don't want me on Facebook. I'm like, that's creepy.
Yeah,
and that's not my life. I'm like, I'm
watching me. What are you doing?
Right. And I think right. And I think also, like, as actors, directors, people in the entertainment business, social media also is a part of our business, because that's how, that's this transmedia production. So like, we actually have a life outside of this. Things are not glamorous. I like to wear overalls and not put makeup on, right? But on social media, we have to use that. And it's not our life. And cyber stalking, by the way, is very real. And it's scary as hell. It's really scary. So yeah.
That's what the blocking is about, right? We have to block.
And stop.
Stop, the stop emoji, and block. Square, block. What, do you have anything else coming up? Are you working on any other projects that we should know about? Deb?
Oh, me?
Ooh.
Okay, I didn't know who you were talking to.
No, I was talking to Diana.
I'm currently
is it something that you guys are working on together?
Well, I have a couple of more films that are going around the festival circuit. There's Gem and the Photo Op. Confidant, which you're screening, also just started. We have a film called Living Like Kings, which I directed, which is written by Ethne Labriola, which actually stars John. John's the lead in it, which is amazing. So
what is it called?
Yeah, he plays two people in it. But anyway, so that was pretty awesome.
Again, say the name.
Called Living Like Kings, but right now it's being going through the final scoring. And then I have a feature called The Only Woman in the World, which just went into post-sound as well as scoring. And then my series, A Couple of Guys, which just went into, it's been scored, it's being scored now, and also going into post-sound. So I'm going to have everything done by the time the pandemic was over, but not everything. There'll still be 2 films I'm working on.
Really? Like, how many did you just name off? Is he kidding?
I mean, it's a good thing I didn't do any more films.
2.5 months, I think, and you just named like a ridiculous amount of films. It usually takes people a lot longer than that, Deb. You just whip out films like it's unbelievable.
It's a busy year.
You are a force to be reckoned with, for sure.
It's not only just films, though. Like, her films are actually really good. Some of these things you're like, oh, cute. That's cute. But her stuff actually, it has a lot of substance.
A lot of substance.
Like, wow. And her writing ability is just exquisite. So
and all very different.
Yeah, exactly. It's not the same story over. It's not a Hallmark film. It's just, it's dynamic. The stuff that goes through her head and the way she's able to express it. It's phenomenal. Debbie, do you get into your characters' minds first, and then that's how you do the dialogue? Is that what you
Yeah.
do?
I sort of become all the characters, and as I'm writing it, I kind of reading it to myself, and
It's very disturbing from the next room.
she hears me talk to myself, fighting with myself.
And I look around the corner and go,
Laughing, crying.
Plenty of going on there, but that's good.
And I want to say that I've seen a couple of guys, some stuff that Debbie runs by me. Me and Debbie are good friends. We run by each other's stuff, and it's great. A couple of guys is really, I think
I'm
it's
really
a,
looking
that's
forward to seeing that because I love Lucas. He was my co-host at the last Cutting Room Film Festival, and that was a lot of fun. And he's an amazing actor, so that I'm really looking forward to that one.
Yeah, Lucas. Okay, great interview. Thank you.
Jimmy was just in an HBO thing. Called it that, Jimmy? HBO show?
Was in I Know This Much Is True, the scene with Mark Ruff. Let's see what else I've done. December I shot opposite Sacha Baron Cohen in Trial of the Chicago 7, a short thing with him. I was on Ray Donovan. I had a good little scene with in there.
I saw that.
My new is starting to hit the circuit. It's Three Grand Souls, and that just got into the Long Island International Film Festival. Deb, have you ever heard of that one?
Yep.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, Expo. You should have got your notice today.
Absolutely phenomenal.
Yes.
Actually, I have,
That runs the Long Island International Film Festival, and this is another reason why I'm doing this magazine, so that I could get all of our everybody's film festival out there, and all actors and filmmakers. I want to help promote everybody. So the Indie Film Online magazine now is going to be an outlet for that. So I want you all to have interviews on that.
Thank you.
So, yeah. So,
And
yeah.
pilot reading Myerson. He's if you know him as a casting director, he casted Nurse Betty and stuff. So what's nice is during this whole pandemic, I've shot maybe 3 or 4 different things, or what do they call it? What are we doing? Quarantining little films. And so reached out to some actors, and this guy Stephen Balderi, I forget his name. I should know his name. He's a great writer, and so he wrote this great little pilot. And God willing, when all this is over, we'll shoot it and see what happens.
Yeah, we all have some things on hold right now, right? But I don't know. Has anybody heard anything about SAG, if we're opening soon to?
October now. They've been moving the goalpost. I've talked to my agent, and there's always a lot of optimism, but optimism also needs some I don't know, something solid. It needs like a real grounding. It needs a point of reference. And for a while back, they said September.
Mm-hmm.
And I was reading, and actually Deb shared an article with me about how when these productions come back, they're going to downsize a lot of it. So I do a lot of co-stars, and I was heading towards guest stars just before all this. And sadly, they're going to cut out things like a lot of, like when I did The Deuce, right? It was a 200-person scene. They won't do that right away.
Yeah.
So that would, if I was up for that, that scene would probably be cut, and I'd probably lose a gig. So it's going to be, I don't know where the article was. Deb, do you remember where that article was? Because it was a really good article about how they plan.
Yeah, it's on my Facebook page somewhere.
How they're planning on bringing it back, but I know that they're like emailing people in pre-production and trying to get a feel of that. So.
Is that only for New York? So with Florida, the way that we're opening up is it's very quick. It's really weird. And thankfully, there aren't a lot of people getting COVID around here, but they're shooting movies now, like features in Orlando. I just got cast for one called Snow Gals with Rose Rosen. And, they're starting to bring stuff here. And I was wondering if that's, this is news to me, that that's not what's happening up there. You guys aren't really producing.
I mean, it could be, but a lot of people are contractually slated to be up here. Like the Gilded Age is up here for 5 years. They've been here for about 6 months. Unfortunately, once they started building,
right.
This happened. So the set's just sitting there, but they're going to be here for 5 years. And Dickinson will likely come back for the third season. It shot 1 and 2 out by me, and they were going to be off for a year anyway because of one of the lead schedules. People, I mean, I'm already getting requests from people who do want to film, but we're only in phase 1. So I think it's phase 3 to begin filming. We're hoping by September.
We've
So
had a lot of
don't
people.
really know yet. And I put off all, I mean, luckily I didn't have anything scheduled right then, but we were supposed to do we wanted to finish the episode, a couple of guys were on the 3rd episode. And I had a short film called Just Look Into My Eyes that John is going to be shooting, starring Lucas and Abigail Hawk. And I'm just going to put that on hold now for quite a while, because that's like a sexy film. You can't be 6 feet apart. So we'll see what happens with that.
No. There are a lot of friends of mine that they have like big condos in Manhattan, and they said that a lot of people are just like leaving their furniture in Manhattan, and they're just coming either down to here.
Where are you?
Florida. I'm in Tampa. So come on down, child. But there are a lot of people just moving here, and some people are saying that New York's not going to be the same for like 10 years. So what do you think that's going to do to like the entertainment business and all of that? Is it going to make it easier for unknown actors to work in New York? Is it going to make it harder? Will Hollywood move again to Florida or Georgia? Like what's going on?
I think that you might find some films are going to go to Florida, but it's sometimes hard to confuse or to replicate New York in Florida.
Come to Ybor.
We're going to open slowly. We're going to open slowly. They're going to rewrite a bunch of scenes. It'll happen. It'll happen. Everybody's already sending out feelers. So what do you think? What if can we say this in manufacturing and then start in phase 1? It's like, no, you can't. Nah, they've already designated it is not a phase 1 activity. It's going to come back, but it's going to be slowly. We're going to have to be cautious. I just took some contact tracing course because it helps you also with knowing all the safety of what all the protocol is going to be. I'm not going to do that, but I wanted to know what.
You didn't have a choice.
Yeah, well, I didn't have a choice either. Does
it affect like makeup? Does it affect craft services?
Of course it is. Yeah.
Will it affect like acting classes? Like at the actor studio, you have to touch people. I mean, it's going to affect how we do
everything,
right? So what's going to happen?
Everything.
Do we have to bring our own food? I was
well, no, but the food will. I mean, if it's really low budget, somebody can ask you to, but the food has to be prepackaged. Like you can't have just a craft table, and it'll have to be staggered. The time when people eat, there's a good chance you'll come on set and people will have to take your temperature. In fact, we just got a non-contact thermometer. They will ask you to do that before you leave your house. We also will. What they did in Australia is they actually wear armbands, and depending on the color, only those people can go near the camera. So people are going to have to probably maybe do without a focus puller, get an automatic, you just got something, an automatic focus pull. The thing is, we can do it because I'm already used to working with very small sets.
Right.
And I work with people I know, so we know how to be responsible, but you still have to be careful, so it's going to work itself out. The thing is, we have to get back to reality, but we have to do it slowly so that we just don't just totally blow everything up and lose 3 million people. It's just, it's got to happen, It's just taking our time for it to happen. But yeah, there's probably people filming in Florida right now, but I doubt a lot of them came from New York. Let's see what happens.
It's crazy. Well, you guys can all come over here. We'll have a fun day.
Sounds good.
Back in my bag. Well, time is running out, guys, and I want to thank you all and wish you all luck in the Italian International Film Festival. And Deb, we know that you are Italian, so yes. Even though the film isn't, but you are. And so I want to thank you all for being a part of this. If there's anything else you want to add, if you want to promote something that you're doing, or we're all good.
Already did.
You already did. Perfect. All right.
for 3 grand souls at the Long Island International Film Expo. And look for me on the cover of the Daily News if I lose my shit one day, and just had it with all these people in New York. And that's about it. If I go public, remember this face. It's going to get famous somehow.
They're watching you.
Well, master of disguise, fortunately.
There you go.
See?
Who is that? Someone who came on. All right, too late. We're ending. All right, well, thank you all. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Take care, guys.
Take
Love
care.
you guys.
I'll see you for Q&A after the show. Okay?
Sounds
After
good.
the festival. We'll see you then.
God bless you guys. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Hugs and kisses.
Camera crew.
Bye.
Go home.
Deb, I want to I need to recap some things with you from the last one. You were were you wearing the same headband? Does it matter?
I was wearing a red thing.
A red one. Yeah, I think you had a red one on.
Yeah, my shirt changed, but
I'm not going to be on at all, so I
was I
just
wearing the red one or the black one?
it looked like that. It looked
This? Okay, so it's the red one. Oh my God, look at my grays.
I'm dying to see you all gray. Like, yes, that's the one you had on. It was, yeah, it's so pretty.
Okay, so you can't see that much of
I
my shirt.
can't
I'll
wait
just sit like this.
See you in that color. I mean, I want to like Photoshop you in that, you know. But this we're gonna, yeah. Ooh, I think I might need to start a new one because this one is running out. I'm gonna send you a new one. If you could send it to Eddie too.
Oh, okay.
All right.
All right.
I have 2 minutes left. That ain't gonna do it.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna send you a new one.
All right. Let me